Hello students, in this video you are going to learn about short circuit of a loaded synchronous generator. So in previous video, we have seen short circuit of a no load synchronous generator. No loaded synchronous generator. So in this video we will learn about loaded synchronous generator, how it will be. Our analysis of along had been for a synchronous generator operating on no loaded. So previously we have seen no loaded. So in case of no loaded, all the three currents, all phase currents are equal. So then, so it will be under balanced condition, but loaded condition, loaded will be unbalanced condition, since all three phase currents are not equal. Phase R phase current, Y phase current, B phase current, it will be different when it is short circuit. So when the synchronous generator is loaded, when the short circuit occurs, we cannot use to analyze single phase wave system. So single phase system is only we can use full for when the synchronous generator is no load condition. When the load condition, when the load condition, all the phase currents are different. So the system will be under unbalanced condition. When no load condition, all the phase currents will be same, and also the system is under balanced condition. So when it is loaded condition, so it will be big problem. So it is very complex to analyze the fault currents. So here our analysis all along had been for a synchronous generator operating on no load. So no load condition, so we have seen. So in practice, before short circuit generator would be mostly be on load. So all synchronous generators will be every time it will be under load condition only. 99% all synchronous generator will have load, but in previously we have seen no load. So on load, no load should have difference. No load means all the phase currents will be under balanced. So we can analyze the system in single phase wave technique. But when the system is under on load or loaded condition, so all the phase currents are not same. The system will be under unbalanced condition. So we cannot use single phase technique to analyze the short circuit current. So the determination of short circuit current when the machine is on load involves the determination of internal voltages behind substantial, transient and steady state reactance regions. So here we have three regions, right? So already we have seen in previous video one graph. So transient way, steady state reactances. So we have here we have internal voltage behind transient and steady state reactance. So these voltages are obtained by adding vertically the sub transient. So here we have three voltages here, Eg double dash, Eg dash, Eg. So we can see in ABC figure. So Eg double dash, Eg dash, Eg dash and Eg is the subtransient, transient, steady state voltages. Similarly, we have reactances XD double dash, XD dash, XD. So XD double dash is more and XD double dash is more than the XD. So here, so XD double dash is greater than XD dash and XD. So XD is larger. So here I will show the relation here. XD double dash is less, XD dash less and XD. So XD double dash less than XD dash and less than XD. So this is the how reactances will be there. Okay. So next we will see the voltages. So of different regions, subtransient, transient and steady state regions. The transient, steady state reactance voltage drops are expectedly due to the load current IL. The terminal voltage is V. Hence, Eg double dash is equal to V plus IL of xj xd double dash, and Eg dash is equal to V plus IL j xd dash. Eg is equal to V plus IL j xd. These are three voltages will appear when the short circuited at different regions, substantial, transient and steady state regions. The circuit model of synchronous generator under the said conditions is shown in the figures A, B, C. So here we have seen the ABC figures, EG double dash, EG dash and EG. So similarly we are going to analyze the motor voltages under loaded condition. The synchronous motor have internal EMFs, so back EMF. In DC machine will produce the back EMF, right? So DC motor will produce the back EMF. So okay. So similarly here synchronous motor will have internal EMF. So the reactance similar to that of this generator expected that the current direction is reversed. The current direction will be is reversed. So since induced EMF the back EMF is opposite terminal voltage, so that the line currents are opposite the supply currents. So in previously what we have seen, so Eg double dash is equal to V plus IL of jx double dash, right? But in motor, since line currents are opposed the supply voltage, supply current, so the direction of the current is reversed. So according to Lenz's law, what we can say, the direction of induced EMF in any AC circuit which is opposed the supply voltage, according to that the line current will be reversed. During short circuit condition, these can be replaced similar circuit of shown in figure 2.5. So previous figure we have seen that A, B, C. So at different regions, substantial, transient, steady state regions. Here the voltages are under these three regions. So substantial, transient, steady state regions. The reactances are xd double dash, xd dash, xd. So how we can write the induced EMFs? Induced EMF, internal EMFs at synchronous machine working as a synchronous motor. So EM double dash is equal to V minus IL of j xd double dash. So EM dash is equal to V minus IL of j xd dash. EM is equal to V minus IL of j xd. So these are the three voltage equations for synchronous machine working as a synchronous machine working as a synchronous motor. So in previously what we have seen, synchronous machine working as generator, so plus will come since line voltage and line voltage will be same direction with the induced voltage, but here line voltage line current and induced currents are opposition. That's what here we got minus here, V minus IL into j xd double dash, right? So that is why that is synchronous machine and on loaded condition. So short circuit of a loaded synchronous generator. So in the next video, so we will see about analysis of three-phase symmetrical faults. So symmetrical fault analysis we will see. So here we have two methods. So in textbook they have given two methods. So Kirchhoff voltage law and Thevenin's theorem. One more method is there, but it's not there in your syllabus. Two methods you should learn. So analysis of three-phase symmetrical faults. So in next video we will discuss. Thank you everyone.